do my best Vanna White for you, which is appropriate because she's a crocheter. Hello! Welcome back to the Spoonie Stitcher channel. I'm Shannon the Spoonie Stitcher, you're inside the Stitchery, and I'm so happy you're here today. If you're new, hi! I'm Shannon. I'm the Spoonie Stitcher. A Spoonie is somebody who has a chronic condition, and a Stitcher is somebody who makes art with textiles. This channel is all about creativity. Anything that makes your creative juices flowing, that's what we try to do on this channel. We've got baking, we've got cooking, we've got art, we've got crafting, we've got stuff with textiles, we've got animation, movie talk, all kinds of stuff on this channel. So if that sounds like something that sounds fun to you, maybe hit the subscribe button. I'll wait. Thank you so much. Maybe hit like button while you're down there as well. That tells the algorithm you want more stuff like this. Today, I don't know what we're gonna do, but stay tuned and we'll have fun together. Okay, so this is really exciting. I have a box from JoAnn's. And why is this exciting? Because they have new products. There are new products that Big Twist from JoAnn's put out. They have new crochet hooks, they have new notions, they have new yarns. I'm super excited and I want to share my excitement with you guys because hopefully you can still get them before Christmas or tell your loved ones that you want them. So I have a box here. I'm sorry it took so long. I had to wait for all the stuff to arrive and one of the yarns just went rolling off the table. Whew, okay, got it. So we have some really fun things here. We have some of their new Christmas yarns, some of their new yarns in general. We've got some notions and we have some hooks. So we are just going to play in this video. I'm super excited. We're just going to play. So I'm sure you've seen the Christmas yarns, but let's start with those. This is the Big Twist Value in their little Christmas collection. So I have some of their Halloween collection. You might have seen that on several channels. There was like a green and white and purple one. There was a brown and red and what color is that? Brown, red, and black. Brown, red, and black. And then there was one that was like orange. I only got my hands on the brown, red, and black one, and that's only because one of my friends sent it to me. She found it in her store. So, but this is the Christmas collection. And so there's several colors. I don't know if I got all of them, but I got most of them. It's a bit chaotic here. I haven't decorated. As you can see, the Wicked stuff is still up. I don't have any of my Christmas decorations up or anything yet. I mean, I got an advent calendar, so it's right there. But I haven't set up anything yet, so just enjoy the chaos. So let's see, I have 5 here, I think. 5 of the new Christmas yarns. Got the new hooks in here as well. This is a great box. I'm gonna have to use this box. Put somebody's gifts in. Anyway. Okay, so this is the new Christmas collection, and I believe Cinnamon Stitches talked about this on her channel. So some of this you've probably seen before, but I haven't seen anyone talk about the hooks yet, so maybe I'll be first. Okay, this is the Big Twist Value. Do my best Vanna White for you, which is appropriate because she's a crocheter. And this color is Jingle Bell Stripe. And it is greens and reds of all kinds of colors. It looks like it might be self-striping, but I don't know. So it wants you to use a US H8 hook or a 5mm knitting needle. That's weird. It doesn't give me the millimeters for the crochet hook. It says X. It says X millimeters right there. Can you see? Do they all say that? They do. But you wouldn't use a 10. This is just a worsted weight yarn. Why does it say X? Okay, well anyway, it's also got those little things on there that it tells you how many skeins you need to make projects. So if you want to make a blanket that's 50 by 60, you need 13 skeins of this. If you want to make a pillow, you need 6. If you want to make a scarf, you need 1, and a hat, you need 3. Whatever they tell you, if you are a loose crocheter, add a skein. Trust me, save yourself later. Anyway, this is, I'm sorry, I forgot the name already, Jingle Bell Stripe. That one's really pretty. This one is Peppermint Ribbon. That's appropriate. Definitely looks like peppermint. Then we've got the green version here. Juniper Shrub. This one's cute. This one kind of reminds me of a cotton yarn I used to have. Then we've got some speckles here. This one is Merry Mingle. It's got kind of that vintage off-white with the darker greens and reds. And then this one is brighter, and it has, it's called Punch Bowl. And this one has the brighter greens and reds with more of a white, but it's more like an off-white. I guess this is more like a cream or an eggshell, and then this is more of an off-white, you see? So, yeah. Okay. A long time ago in a land far away, I was able to find a needle that I was in love with. I know, it's so weird. Why are you in love with a needle, Shannon? Why? Because this needle was bent, but it was a different kind of bent tip than you normally see. And it had kind of a sharp edge, but not sharp like a chenille needle where it actually like goes into the threads and stuff. No, this one is like a blunt, sharp tip. So it's blunt, but pointy, if that makes sense. I couldn't find this needle. It did not exist anywhere, all this kind of stuff. And I only have one. I was on JoAnn's website and I audibly gasped. Because JoAnn's now sells my needle. Look at that beauty right there. And that little one right there. Oh my goodness. This was so inexpensive. 4 needles. And 2 of them are straight. So you've got 2 straight blunt tips. And then you've got the bent tip blunt tips. But they're short, but they're sharper. I am so happy that so many people in this world can have this. I wanted to send this to my friend Teresa at Critters Crochet so badly, but it would not come in time, and so I could not put it in her box. I'm so sorry, Teresa. I failed. It did not come in time. I could not put it in your box, and I'm really sorry. But they're still on the website, and they're very affordable. They're probably in stores too. I don't know. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited that other people now get to have this amazing needle, because it's my favorite needle in my house. And I have one, and I would be devastated if I lost it, but I bought a few. Just to make sure. No, some of those are gifts, but the other thing is JoAnn's makes an Amigurumi yarn. Yes, they do. Big twist. Amigurumi. Says so right there on the label. This is a 2-weight, 2.75 millimeter hook or a 4 millimeter needle. If you want to make a blanket, what kind of a blanket would you make with this? Anyway, if you want to make a blanket, you need 8 skeins of this. I'm sorry. Only 8 skeins of this? What is the yardage of this thing? 169. That's optimistic in my opinion, but okay. Sweater you need 7. Hat you need 2. Scarf you need 4. Those are very optimistic numbers. There's a reason it's made for Amigurumi, I think. So anyway, they have a very limited color selection, probably because they're testing it. Like, you know, is this going to be a good yarn? Are people going to like it? And we're going to test it a little bit at the table, but also I do plan to make something with this, but I probably won't be able to show you till January on like a finished product. But we are going to test it and see just how it works up in general. So we'll test it at the table. But this is why I'm making this video. Big twist. What are you doing to me? I do not need another set of crochet hooks. I don't. And yet, I have a feeling I'm going to like these. Oh yeah, I got 2. I got a smaller one and a larger one. Big twist crochet hook, 7mm in turquoise. How many of you know that my favorite color is turquoise and my favorite hook is a 7mm? It was meant to be. This is a resin handle with a metal head, shaft, and throat. Excuse me? What? I also got the 4.5, one of my other favorites, in this really pretty pink color. They're all color-coded just like Clover is. Now, the only thing I'm worried about is this big giant logo here. Is that going to be annoying? Is that going to get in my way? Is that going to be uncomfortable? We shall see. This is a inline head. Okay, actually this one probably shows you better. This is an inline head, so everything is inline. See? Other hooks like this are Susan Bates. If you're a Susan Bates fan, this is the kind of hook. Now, I am actually a tapered fan. I am. I do love tapered, but I also love inline and combination. So, we're going to see if I love these. The last time Big Twist made hooks, well, actually, technically it was the Susan Bates company, but JoAnn sold them, twist and lock ones, and I really like those. I even created my own case for those. Because at the time I bought them, there was no case. And people complained about it, so they made a case. But then they made it like 10 times more expensive. Anyway, it's a whole thing. This is cool. This is so cool. I'm excited to try this. Or we're going to try it at the table. I am very excited. We're probably going to try it with the Christmas yarn, because that's what I've got in front of me. And, of course, we're going to try out the Amigurumi yarn. I also bought it in cream. I don't know where the cream went. But I bought pink and cream because those were the ones that could get to me fast. A lot of the colors were out of stock when I first went to the Amigurumi yarn. But yeah. So real quickly, let's just go to the website. And you guys can see the color options for the Christmas yarn. The rest of the Christmas yarn. I think there's a couple colors I didn't get. And the colors for the Amigurumi yarn. So let's cut to that. I was going to put it up here, but I think we'll just cut to it with some music. How about that? Okay, so you guys have some options. It's exciting. It's fun. So let's go to the table and see what we think. Okay, so we are going to test the Big Twist crochet hooks. I have a 4.5 millimeter and a 7 millimeter. Let's take these out of their packaging. Very easy. Let's get a better look at this. Okay, so this is a resin handle and a metal hook. Definitely inline. The head is in line with the shaft. This is an ergonomic grip. It's good for your hands. And here is the 7 millimeter, the same. This one is very top heavy because of the metal. This is a resin handle. So this part is light, this part is heavy. It does say Big Twist 7 millimeter in there. It says Big Twist 4.5 millimeter. The only thing I'm worried about is this may be getting kind of old on my hands, but we'll see. It may not be a problem at all. Now, it does not say to do this, but I highly recommend this. If you have a new hook of any kind, take your t-shirt and, just like cleaning your glasses, rub the shaft for a bit. That gets off any chemicals or whatever they needed to preserve it in order to send it. And that goes for any kind of hook. Plastic, resin, metal, steel, any of those. Take your t-shirt, rub it vigorously. You can also use a glasses case or a glasses wipe. You're just trying to get off any of the oils that they use to ship it so that it's preserved. The reason that a lot of people have trouble when they're testing hooks is because they always forget this step. And every single company does this so that their hooks won't get damaged during transport. So it's really not fair to test the hook unless it's been cleaned. Okay, that's that one. Go to a different part of my shirt here. Also, if your hook is ever sticking, this might help. Okay. Now we'll see if that makes any difference. Well, it does feel smoother right off. Okay, so I've got my favorite slime yarn here. This is a Big Twist yarn, so it's a very fair test. Okay, let's just chain. See how we do there. All right, let's do some single crochets. Now the head is round, so it could possibly struggle with smaller stitches because it doesn't have a pointy head like a lot of my crochet hooks do. I wonder why they chose round. That's a very interesting decision on their part, I think. I do not need to do my normal popcorn test because, well, not my popcorn, but my bobble test, because look how much room there is on this shaft. Oh my goodness, can I fit a bunch of stitches on there? No problem. Don't even need to test that. That's pretty obvious. I do like the long shaft. That is nice. Okay, now let's do some tricky things here. Well, not really that tricky, but let's do an alternative turning chain. See the round head. Struggling a little bit. There we go. Okay, we got a bit of a rhythm here. Let's do a half double. And let's do a treble. Okay. I mean, it's going through the stitches. It's just slower to me because sometimes I have trouble getting that round head in that small stitch. But that's all I can see. It slides nicely, catches all the yarn pieces, see? Even when I don't want it to. Catches the yarn really well. Look at that. That yarn's not going anywhere. It's definitely caught. So this one is good. All right, now let's see what the 7mm up to. Yes, I realize that I'm dealing with smaller holes, but I don't want to make a new sample. It'll be fine. We'll just chain. There we go. Okay. Actually, this one's easier. I really want to know what you would be like with blanket yarn, because I do love using a 7mm when it comes to blanket yarn. This one's head, if you can see, is just a teeny bit less round. It's more angular than the other one. So I think that's why it's having a better time getting through the stitches. The words I was worried about on the handle, not a problem at all. For either one of them, not a big deal. Barely feel it. I like this. I like this one a little bit more than this one, only because this one's head needed to be a little bit more like this one. It needed to be more triangle, and then it wouldn't have been a problem. So if I bought another one, like if I saw it in the store and it had more of an angled head like this, I think I'd trade them out. So yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. Okay, now we have our Amigurumi yarn here, and neither one of these is going to help me with that. So had to bring in reinforcements. I need a tiny hook. What do they recommend? They recommend a 2.75. Not sure I have that, but I do have a 3. Okay. And I'm just going to treat this like I would for Amigurumi. Once again, this yarn is considered a 2-weight, machine wash, no iron, no bleach, and do not tumble dry. Please dry flat. Okay. Oh, I love the stitch definition. That's going to be really pretty. Yes, I would say this yarn is definitely Spoonie approved and Amigurumi approved. So I'm going to say yes, yes. Obviously, this yarn is, yes, it's the same yarn as this, just different colors. And I'm going to give this a yes because, I mean, it does struggle a little bit getting into stitches, so if you can find one where the head looks more like the 7mm, then that's a big yes. But this is a small yes, so I'm just going to say that all of these are a yes. I loved all of these. Hey, don't go anywhere. I just thought I should tell you something real quick because it's kind of important. There's a live on Thursday! There's a live on Thursday! There's a live on Thursday with Spoonie, Stitcher, and Critters Crochet. watch the next slide for dates and times. But there's a live on Thursday. This Thursday. You should know that. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for being here today, and I really appreciate it. Please remember to join the private Facebook group down below. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Remember, life happens, yarn helps, and spoonies can stitch it up too.